everyone, it's time for your Tuesday Daily Trucker News Update. I'm Isela Rios.
And I'm Carlin and Isela. We have a lot of news to cover today, including the trucking industry's latest turnover rate, when you can expect to see the Mercedes eSprinter van hit the U.S., and what caused a destructive fire in Amarillo that destroyed 5 rigs.
So let's get trucking.
The American Trucking Association has released the quarterly employment report, and it shows the annualized turnover rate for over-the-road drivers held steady over the last 3 months of 2020. The turnover rate for fleets with more than $30 million in annual revenue was around 92% and around 72% for carriers who earned less. Now, for the full year, the turnover rate at larger carriers was around 90%, down 1 point from 2019, and for smaller carriers, it was around 69%, down 3 points from 2019.
It's a broken record at this point. The U.S. infrastructure is in its desperate need for help. Several states are working to generate funding for repairs and maintenance, like Louisiana, where lawmakers were considering an increase of gas tax to pay for infrastructure. But that proposal has been withdrawn as the state is expected to get more than $3 billion of coronavirus aid. That, lawmakers say, could be used for road and bridge work.
You know, it's sad that they're having to use money that's not necessarily for that, especially when taxes are kind of the way that we use to pay that. But, you know, at the end of the day, as someone, I believe the lawmaker who proposed it said, it's easier to be like, hey, we're just going to hold this back until we use the money we're getting from the government instead of asking you guys to approve a tax.
See, I was wondering how that was going to work, but I was like, okay, how is the bridge affected by the coronavirus? I don't know.
Exactly. But hey, you got to use the money for stuff in the first place, so that's all that matters. Well, FedEx has announced in early March it was going fully carbon neutral by 2040, and now the company is pledging to help assist the 5,500 U.S. ground delivery contractors do the same. The company says it will work with the contractors to ensure all pickups and deliveries are done by electric vehicles within 20 years, but it did not say what that support looks like. However, some industry experts say it will probably be some sort of subsidies written into contracts.
Last mile drivers, listen up. Mercedes-Benz will begin production of its new electric delivery van in the second half of 2023. The next-gen eSprinter will be built at the Charleston, South Carolina plant alongside a combustion engine model. The company is spending nearly $410 million to convert 3 plants, the one in South Carolina and 2 in Germany, to make the new model.
You know, it's very cool to see a lot of these electric vehicles because at the end of the day, that's where the industry is going, is more electric. And I know in Biden's infrastructure plan that we told you guys about yesterday that there is infrastructure, or there's money already being proposed to create more of a, infrastructure for the electric and the charging system. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of years.
It is. Can't wait.
Well, this next story is a lesson of why it's always important to make sure your equipment is always in good shape. 5 trucks were destroyed at an Amarillo truck stop after an early morning fire that was sparked by an equipment malfunction on the last day of March. According to first responders, 1 truck was hauling a pool cleaner that acted as fuel and caused the flames to grow. Another truck was hauling recycled plastic and caused toxic smoke, which made it even more difficult for firefighters. Eventually, the fire was put out and 1 driver was taken to the hospital with minor burns.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund hosting its first ever Highway to Hope benefit concert in May. The headliner is country music singer Wynonna Judd. Other singers on the lineup include John Schneider, Billy Dean, Lindsay Lawler, and Heath Sanders. Some of the proceeds from the concert will go directly to the St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund, and everyone who purchased tickets in the U.S. will receive a free CD. Tickets for the live stream cost $20 with a $2 transaction fee. The concert is set for Sunday, May 16th from 6 to 8 p.m.
You know, that's really awesome to see these virtual concerts, and, you're helping a good cause. The St. Christopher Relief Fund is always one of those, organizations that we like to support here at the Truck Boss Shows.
And it's good music.
And it's good music. Can't
if you
ask
like
for
country
more,
music,
right?
I don't know.
Well, that does it for today's update.
Tune in tomorrow for the trucking news you need.